Well, hello friends, welcome back to our big DC, Virginia, Maryland, New York City trip vlog. Welcome to another weekly vlog too. So we are going to carry this through, I think, Tuesday. Probably not going to see a lot from Tuesday because it's our travel return from home day. That's next Tuesday. Today is Monday. We leave tomorrow, and we're gonna go visit family on the East Coast. That's what brings us there. We're gonna go visit my cousins, my aunt. We're gonna see everybody, and we're gonna do sightseeing while we're there. We're gonna go see the Capitol, the White House. We're gonna go to New York City for the day. It's gonna be so much fun. So let's get into it. We have probably a packed long vlog coming at you, so I don't want to waste too much time, but I wanted to take you along for the prep because it's so much fun. So I haven't packed a single thing. I've started on my carry-on bag, but we're gonna check bags. So I need to start packing my suitcase, which is up here. And we're just gonna speed this up and we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna try to keep it very chill and manageable for makeup and everything else. Okay friends, I think I'm packed. I did a lot of different clothing options. We did some cloth shorts, we did some like linen shorts, a denim short, a maxi skirt, multiple dresses, multiple crop tops, multiple tank tops, a sleep shirt, leggings, biker shorts, a workout set, everything we could possibly need. A swimsuit cover up, a rain jacket. We're gonna have some interesting temps in the East Coast. We're gonna be in like the 80s and 90s, but thunderstorms and raining. So wish us luck. I just called my mom and went through our packing list together, and I thought I'd show you the carry-ons. We're checking our main suitcases, and then we both got carry-ons. Jared got a really nice backpack, and then I chose this cute little puffer bag. Adorbs, and I'm putting literally everything in it. So I have Jared and I's masks for tomorrow. Always mask up on the plane, people. It's World Cup season, it's COVID season still, we're unwell, so we're gonna do that. It's Ebola season, you know what I'm saying. So I packed those, and then Sumai got me this. She came over this last week, and oh my god, this is fucking funny. I just saw a page that sent me to Mars. What's bugging you? That is perfect for me. It's called Out of Your Mind. It's a coloring and journaling book to get you out of your anxious thoughts. So I'm gonna bring this on the plane as an activity. This is my next read. It came from the closet. It's like a queer horror read. So I'm super excited to read that. It's basically like a series of like essays, I think. Yeah, very cute. And then I packed my journaling supplies in my cutesy little journaling supply bag. Oh, that was like open. So I brought like all my little self-made stickers and like pictures and everything. A ton of different markers, a glue stick, and just what I think I need like immediately. Obviously no scissors on an airplane. So we're just gonna glue some stuff. Everything's cut out already. And then of course we have my journal in here. So that's another piece. And then my laptop will go in here too. I'm packing Clorox wipes. This is like what's in my travel bag. And then these are Slay. We got these for camping. They're disposable toilet seat paper. Just in case the plane is busy and they have run out, I'm gonna take one of these to the bathroom. I got my walleta with my cards in it. I also packed a Summer Fridays jet lag eye mask just for some self-comfort. and then a Touchland Hanny, and a Tide and Oxy to go pen for any stains. You know it's up. And then for snacks, we need to bring a little bit more, but I got gum for like your ear popping on the plane. We've got a hair tie, and then I've got these go-go squeezes, like We Are Children. I love it. And then I brought some squashies, which is Taylor Swift's favorite candy. And oh, she's smelling like a marshmallow. Then I also packed 2 of these protein energy bites from RX Bar. These are the real MVP. These chocolate peanut butter ones, so fire. So I brought those for me and Jared, obviously. And then Jared is gonna put our favorite rolled ranch, like kind of like Takis or whatever, from Trader Joe's. They have a ranch flavor now, so good. So he's gonna do that. I'm probably gonna pack some nuts as well, and just kind of beef up our snack selection. He has an amazing backpack carry-on. Let me show you. He has his computer. He has a cute little mini MacBook Pro. So he's gonna put his computer in there. So we're taking all of our electronics like on the plane. And this is his Stenalina backpack that this tucks into here, so you do not have to wear it as a backpack. It can like transform in like many different ways. But this is perfect. It's like flight approved, the dimensions and everything. It should go under the seat. If not, it can go up top. But yeah, we are just having such a blast. So I'm gonna put my camera and my phone charger, and my phone and my computer in here in the morning, or I guess as soon as I go to sleep. And yeah, we should be good to go. I'm very nervous. I'm very excited. I will take you along. If you are new here, you will not know that I am afraid of flying so bad. Afraid of planes, afraid of takeoff. She's panica up in here. But we have our trusty Klonopin, our clonazepam, and we have sertraline poppin' right now. So I think we're in better shape than we have been in past moments. So anyway, we're set to go. Jared needs to pack. He had to work today, unfortunately. I'm going to vacuum the house. I'm going to get everything ready to go. So we have a beautiful, clean home when we come back. I'm going to clean the toilet. I have to get in the shower after that and do like a really good deep suds hair wash shower. I need to shave my body, all those things. So that's what I'm going to do after I figure that out. And then I need to grab Chipotle. I think we're just gonna like keep it easy tonight. We're gonna go to Chipotle. We're gonna come home. We have to put our like patio furniture that we have on the grass outside of our house into our storage shed. We need to turn off a breaker because our microwave is tweaking. We also have to turn off or uninstall our AC machine at night before we go to bed. And there's something else. We have a list of things to do. So it's going to be a very busy night. I'm probably not going to catch up with you until tomorrow morning, bright and early at 5 a.m. Our flight leaves at 9:15 or 9:13 from SeaTac, Seattle. And we live in Olympia, so we got to trek over there, get through TSA. There was a World Cup game in Seattle last night, and so we think it's going to be pretty fucking crazy with TSA and everything. So wish me luck. The plan is we're popping the Klonopin an hour before takeoff because it can take like 30 minutes to like 50 minutes to reach like max potency. And we're gonna do our deep breathing. We're gonna go to Starbucks. I'm gonna get a water bottle and some breakfast and take my sertraline and all of that. So she's a medicated queen. I will report back how flying with like PPPD is going to be, my condition, and then also how flying as an anxious girly who is now medicated goes. Because 2018 me did not have a fun time. And that's the last time she flew in a plane. So we'll take you along. All right. Okay, we're kicking off the vacay vlog. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Morale is high. Sleep is low. But we're heading off to see fam today, so probably won't vlog very much, but I will hit you back up later when we get Cava or whatever we do for dinner. We ate breakfast. We went to Whole Foods last night. We ate our meal at what is dinner time for us, but it was like 8:30 here. And yeah, like sleep is really weird. everything's popping off. So hopefully tonight will be better. And then Jared and I, in 2 days, have to wake up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
All over again. So it's gonna be a journey, but we have lots of fun plans up our sleeve. So this trip was actually inspired and was created, birthed out of my cousin bringing the first baby of the next generation into the family. So we had a delicious lunch that my aunt made for us, fresh baked cookies, we had a little fake champagne toast, and then we got to go feed and meet Ella Ray. She is so sweet, named after my grandma and her aunt. And that's my cousin Erica who had her baby. That's my mom holding the baby. And then of course we had to try Cava. We got Cava. I feel like we should try the pita first. Oh, absolutely. Trash. We're trying to get trash for my junk journal, obvi. Crazy feta. Should we just like... Oh my god, that's like an elephant ear. That's crazy. Crazy feta. I think it's jalapeno. Cheers. That is redonk.
That's really good.
Then I got the yogurt dill salmon. It's like basmati rice, field greens, corn, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, dill vinaigrette situation, dill yogurt, looks like finely chopped onion, and then a glazed salmon. Oh, the salmon smells so good. And then Jared got the iconic harissa bowl, harissa avocado bowl, which is like the honey chicken and the harissa dressing that the girl just everywhere. That's really good.
Alright.
Holy shit.
Decent bite. That's really good.
This is fire. Look at the salmon. Like just not dry, but like not undercooked. Wow. Mom is behind the camera eating her makeshift salad. Oh, there's her fingers. Wasn't Ella Ray the cutest?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Great family time. Off the cam. We stayed there until like 6 o'clock. And they made us lunch. And it was so lovely. So, got to catch up with one cousin. We see the next tomorrow. And then the last one on Sunday. We got a full load of festivities. And tomorrow, we kick it into high gear. And we're going to the National Mall. We're going to get the Rachel Tour special of the Senate. And we're going to live, laugh, and love confidently. We have a Black Broadway tour in the Shaw neighborhood. We're going to DuPont Circle, Kramer's bookstore, getting lunch at Kramer's bookstore that has like a really cute cafe. And then we're gonna get dinner at Old Ebbitt's Grill, which is Rachel's hookup. She has a coworker in the Senate who has like a booth there. So we got a dinner reservation, and then I guess we'll just kiki with her until we poop out. Probably have to get home like slightly early because me and Jared have to get up at fucking like 5 a.m. So we're gonna use the Metro rail or Metrolink. Live our best lives in the Silver Line. I'm scared for us, but
It's some good transportation.
I feel like I need to like preface that because we're probably just gonna like jump right in. So now that you know the agenda, and I briefed you, we can cut to the next clip when we are getting our transportation on. Day 2 sent us into Washington, D.C., where we were going for our tour with my other cousin, Rachel. She works for the Senate, and it's just such a fun, fancy job.
This is our tour guide.
It was so cool getting the behind the scenes tour. As you can see here, we're going through like a private entrance, her own little entrance there, and we got so many good photo ops. It was really, really fun. We have a formal Capitol tour later in the vlog, but this was the Rachel special. This right here is the president's room with all of the red drapery. The vice president, little statues and busts are in the Senate gallery, or the Senate area. And then we also got to go onto the floor, which was so wild. We got to look inside their desks, and we saw the secret candy drawer and all of this stuff. I felt kind of bad because there were people in the gallery wings up above being like, how the hell did they get down there? This little flag here is where the presidents go out to be inaugurated. When you see those things televised, that's where they come out of. And then there's us in the president's room, you know, very cutesy. And then we got to ride on this little like train thing that takes you from like one side to the other within the Capitol. I was like, we have to try that 100%. And then Rachel took us to the courtyard and we ate our delicious cafe sandwiches, which is actually really good, but it was so hot, you guys. We were like sweltering. And then it was time to head over to the Shaw neighborhood for our Black Broadway tour. This guy is so amazing. I will link his Airbnb link down below. You guys have to check it out.
We're at Seven's?
Yeah, we're in that box. They did enlargement. So here we are. This is the original Black Broadway. So from here where we are, going down 7th Street. So from here to Mount Vernon Square, there are about 250 businesses. 100 out of 250.
No.
That's 450.
And those are the black businesses that the insurance company insured.
Many of them.
Yeah, many of them.
The tour was just so informative and I loved it so much. He is a natural storyteller and I feel like he crammed so much into 1 hour.
Wow.
She wrote a hit play about abortion. What year was it? 1919. She wrote
That's
a hit play about abortion
crazy.
100 years ago.
We also ended up being the only people on the tour, so that made me feel very special.
You're probably aware, but if not, during the Civil War, the Union had 2 armies. The Union Army, which was all white. Lincoln started a second army called the United States Colored Troops, which is everybody not white. It's mostly African American men. However, to be officer, you still had to be white. So it was a multiracial force. And the total number was 209,145. It's a huge number. Without the United States Colored Troops, you can make the argument the Union did not defeat the Confederacy. Okay? So the statue is 3 black soldiers and a sailor. Now a lot of people will come out of the metro and they'll take a picture and they'll run away, but they'll be missing the other side of the statue. That's important. Okay? That's the spirit of freedom. She's protecting them as they go to war. Very heroic, very public side. This is a very vulnerable private side. It shows a black soldier leaving 3 generations of the family.
Oh my gosh.
Really, you know, Civil War is about the end of the institution of slavery. So technically, he's fighting for their lives. Obviously, don't fight. Susan Cohen's great granddaughter's name is Michelle Robinson Obama. She's Michelle Obama's ancestor.
Wow.
From South Carolina. He lived, he didn't die.
All in all, an amazing experience. We even arrived a little bit late and he waited for us. He found us a little coffee shop where we could use the restroom as well, and just 10 out of 10 customer service and experience.
When it was tough times in the 80s and 90s, they could have moved to Georgetown, they could have moved to Capitol Hill, they didn't. This is a thank you to them for sticking it out.
He actually has multiple tours, so I would 100% see another tour of his when we return sometime to DC.
First thing I want to mention is someone who's not shown on the air because they covered him up.
Oh.
And his name is Chuck Brown, and he's covered up over there. He was a funk musician, he had a funk band. He changed the time signatures, he added the conga drum, and he started a new genre of music called go-go music. So go-go music is DC's #1 cultural export to the world. So the Spike Lee movie called School Days. So I grew up listening to the song, and it wasn't until I got a little bit older and I could differentiate between genres of music that I realized this is go-go music. It's a different genre, and that it originated in DC. And so in the Museum of African American History and Culture, they have a whole floor of music. They have one corner about go-go. This is the band that represents it.
Oh. And after our Black Broadway tour, we did a little jaunt over to Kramer's Books. It is a iconic, legendary bookstore, and they have a really yummy cafe. Yes. What are your kind of books?
I like autobiographies and biographies.
Same.
But like this time of year, need some romance.
Oh. Are you into like romantasy or just romance? Not really a fantasy sci-fi girly?
Not
Same.
But you know what? I loved Fourth Wing.
I've heard my hairstylist said I love it.
No, it's amazing.
Not to mess with ACOTAR. Because it's a hot ass mess. It's so long.
Yeah.
I don't like series.
So
I'm a one and done because I get the
audiobooks.
satisfaction.
Audiobooks.
I like a physical book.
Well, so when I was, with my last job, all I did was read all day every day.
Yeah.
So like I needed to have audiobooks so I could actually still retain
that's
information.
fair.
Because I just read all day, every day. Monotonous.
I love
busy
a
work.
good little bookie. I like nonfiction.
Yes, nonfiction.
Biographies,
Yes.
self-help, fun stuff. Yeah, people are like, oh my god, it's so sad and so dark.
No, it's
you need to get
helpful.
into like a fun world.
Yeah,
and I'm
no.
like, no, this is a fun world.
Yeah.
Psychology books.
Nerd.
Yes.
Are you a psych major?
Yeah.
Rachel had the hookups at Old Ebbitt Grill. That is the place where all the senators will go, all the politicians. As you can tell, it's packed. And she actually had a friend in the Senate who works with her who got us his booth that he usually reserves for himself. He was so generous. And then of course I said, we have to go see where Mr. Orange Man lives. So we went and paid him a visit. You couldn't see hardly anything because they have it blocked off. It's honestly BS, but whatever. And then we went and ended up at the waterfront, kind of accidentally. It was a happy accident, and we got gelato. We thought we were routing to one area of this gelato shop, and it was actually a different location, but it turned out all for the better because we discovered this really cute little wharf area that I would totally come, honestly, and just stay there for. Then the next morning, it was bright and early on the metro from Ashburn, West Virginia to DC, and then from DC to Penn Station in New York City, baby. We took the Amtrak, and it was just a really relaxing time.
Okay, we got the apple pie schmear. And the scallion. And then we got a sesame, everything, and salt. I've never had a salted bagel, and that's like the New York specialty, so what better place to do it than here?
Oh my god. The salt bagel's insane. All of the bagels are like soft.
Oh my god. And I thought the apple pie would be like mid. I just don't love sweet stuff. So fire. So fire. This is 100 out of 10. Or sorry, minus 200 out of 10. We're at Stonewall. Wow, this is crazy.
If you haven't been, the Stonewall Inn National Monument is a must-see. They actually just opened up a museum a few years ago, and it's in partnership with the national parks. So there was a national parks person sitting there who gave us stamps, and also a worker, you know, selling merch and answering any questions you might have. It's a small little museum, but it's absolutely stunning. This right here, this brick that's kind of illuminated purple, that is the only remaining actual brick from the Stonewall Inn, so it makes sense they've preserved it and kind of cased it off, but the whole exhibit was so nice. When you go across the street, there's actually more pictures and little things you can read, and then it ends up in this little park where this is technically like the actual monument where this iconic sculpture lives. It's like a gay couple and a lesbian couple. And then allegedly the Marsha P. Johnson bust was also there, but we didn't see it. This is the Hudson River, unfortunately, where Marsha was found, and it was really cool to see her monument. Then it was time for Blank Street Coffee and Joe's Pizza.
This is Jared's redemption.
Redemption in the making.
This is Joe's Pizza. It's better than our pizza? In what way? Like, what is...
It's got like a good flaw. It's not greasy. It's like.
Oh, I hate the grease at our places. Look at us in our little water packs. This shit's genius, by the way.
So good.
The pigeon's gonna want my stuff. It's like a little thingy, and you just like pop it open, and then you pop this up. So good. Pop it down. I think I sprayed our tour guide with it yesterday. Look at the cabs. We're in New York City, baby. Stonewall Monument. So iconic. The staffers were so nice. I got tons of stuff from my junk journal, and we got some t-shirts. We'll show you that when we get home. I'm on 15% battery, so I apologize. I should have charged you before a big New York City adventure. If you die, I'm gonna get lots of iPhone footage, so don't you worry. But I apologize. Apologies for this.
And then
Oh, the Blank Street. We went to Blank Street.
that's like some of the best coffee.
Can I try that one? So he got the, what is it? Shaken vanilla bean?
Cold brew.
Holy shit.
How smooth that coffee is.
I got the coconut cream, it's down there. But the coconut cream decaf latte, I think, with coconut milk. Get it with coconut milk. That's what the gal said. I was like, skim, like 2%, whatever. And she was like, I'd recommend doing it with the coconut milk. And she was right. It is so fire.
Of course, we had to swing by the iconic Friends apartment.
First time at Dunkin. Dunkin latte. Dunkin bites. Oh god. I see what they be saying. We're now on 5% battery, so I'm gonna switch you to my phone for Times Square.
After Dunkin', we were pretty much just catapulted into Times Square. Jared had routed our Uber so that it kind of took us a couple blocks away so that I could be fully taking it in on foot when we entered the actual Times Square area. I gotta say, it was kind of underwhelming. It was cool to see Radio City Music Hall and the NBC studios, all of that. We also saw Rockefeller Center. When you see things online and in movies, it looks a lot more sweeping than it actually is, in my opinion. But I'm so glad that I went. I would 100% go back. There was so much we could have done in New York City. And then it was back to Moynihan Station, which by the way is super nice. They have a whole food hall. We got Chopped and Blue Bottle, and then we hit the Amtrak for our 3.5 to 4 hour ride home. And then we had to take the Metro for another hour to get back into our beds. Happy Saturday to the vlog. We're going to the farmer's market.
Farmer John's.
Farmer John's. Rachel's guest starring again.
Mama, my fucking battery died. I didn't charge it for New York City.
Oh no.
Like, it died at Times Square.
Oh no.
Oh well.
You'll just have to go back.
I know. Wow, this is so cute. It's like a little local farm stand. Wow. Oh, donut peaches are my favorite.
All of them.
So freaking good. Donut peaches? That's like my ish at home. What?
Do they taste like donuts?
No.
They
It's just
should.
they're shaped. I know they should.
They
Like
should.
cotton candy grapes?
Yes.
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 What are Gold Rush apples? Have you had them?
I think you should get one.
Pretty.
Millions of peaches. That was the hit song.
Really?
Around the time you get
Ooh, there's some plums too.
millions and millions.
Those look really good also.
Everything looks good.
And look, there's like a whole jar section in there.
I had a first. They're
What is your rating?
9.8?
Oh, where would you improve?
I don't know.
The lilies would bloom.
Yes, he started to bloom.
Yes, then it'll be a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
And then I got donut peaches, a plum, a golden or gold rush apple, and my donut peaches. Day 2 back in Maryland to visit family was so special. My aunt whipped up these delicious quiches and her amazing cinnamon bread loaf with butter. She had a fruit platter, she made coffee cake, all sorts of things, and me and my sweet Rachel recreated a picture of us that is kind of family lore. This is a picture of my grandma. She actually painted watercolor paintings, and that is the picture watercolored that was taken of me and Rachel. Rachel and I did our best to find dresses that kind of matched the vibe, and it was so special to recreate them. And we even did one with Ella Ray, so kind of the 3 generations of cousins in a sense, I guess. Rachel's her aunt, but you get me. And then we just cuddled with Ella Ray. She fell asleep on me like multiple times throughout our visit. I'm back again. Oh, such a vibe. Then the next morning, it was time to head to a different part of Maryland in like the Frederick area. And we got to see my other cousin Isaac and his wife Carla. They made us the most delicious cinnamon rolls. Or I guess Isaac did, I should give him all the credit. It was the best cinnamon rolls I've ever had in my life. They also picked up bagels, had a whole spread for us. And then my mom met up with her first ever college roomie for a little fun on the town. And so Jared and I hung out with Isaac and Carla the rest of the day. We did some shopping, saw a ton of cute shops. I tried to find some good stationery stuff, but I was kind of striking out. It's okay though. Found this really cute bookstore, and I got my girlies some gifts for my book club, and I found tons of stickers in Frederick. So very happy with it. Can't say I regret any of it. And then they took us to a distillery, and this place was so good. They had delicious mocktails, that's what I got. Then after the distillery, we headed over to the wine kitchen and had just about the best charcuterie of my entire life. We even go back later because it was that good. Later that evening, we ended up meeting my mom and her college roomie right here. Her name's Sally. Her husband was also very sweet. And they opened their home to us. They cooked a delicious, crazy spread for dinner, and we just enjoyed the night. We also caught some fireflies, which I've never seen. That was really cool. And then the next morning, it was back to DC again for our second big DC trip. We're on the metro again. Final DC day. It's very loud, and I know we haven't talked too much, but yeah, we're heading to DC. We're gonna do the museums today. We're gonna do like our formal Capitol tour and maybe the Botanic Gardens. It should be a very, very fun day. It's gonna be 86, so be hot. We're gonna need to hydration station up in here.
By now, we're basically just becoming Metro pros, and we can't wait to take my dad along and show him all the things that we're learning. This day was our big museum day. We chose the International Museum of Spies for our first museum. It was actually so fun and so unique. I didn't expect this. I was like, it's Jared's thing. He wants to go. I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. And then when you get in, they're like, we're gonna give you a cover, and it's basically based on your personality, I guess. I don't know how true that is. And then they give you a code word, and you have to remember it and visit all of the checkpoints throughout the museum. They actually play like this really cool video that is narrated by Morgan Freeman.
To become a spy requires a commitment to secrecy, a life hidden in the shadows. To collect that one piece of information, make that one connection that could make all the difference.
The exhibits are really cool. The first room you go into talks about the different characteristics of a really good spy. So James Lafayette here was loyalty. You can see some others here. They talked about like seduction, like women spies who seduce, all sorts of things. They had a lot of Nazi stuff, which was kind of jarring to see. They had like an Osama bin Laden piece, and lots of like realistic examples of like how spies have gone undercover. And then we had little missions throughout the day where we had to remember things that we were told in order to, pass customs, to create little, gadgets and all sorts of stuff. It was really, really cool. Here I am creating my little pen that is also a recording device. We also had to crack this code, how to decipher things, and then kind of spin it until we saw English words. A really cool part of the exhibit and the whole undercover challenge was this AI generator where you could create your own disguise, and then their whole thing is very high tech. They send you an entire mission debrief to your email, and I was able to share this on social media and save it for my junk journal later. I think he looks just like me. And their, I think, special visiting exhibit was camouflage throughout the years. and so got to see how camouflage was used. I didn't quite understand a ton of it, so learning more about it. Probably my highlight was this kind of like dizzying piece of the exhibit. This is called the Razzle Dazzle, I want to say, and it's actually a specific kind of camouflage that would throw people off by dizzying them, which I thought was just really LOL funny, given that I have a dizziness disorder. And then we checked out the gift shop, and it was time to head over to meet my mom for lunch and our first museum, which was the National Museum of African American History and Culture.
We got a feast. How is it? Yeah. Oh, you haven't tried the pulled pork yet?
I know the pulled pork's really good.
Yeah. So Jared got mac and cheese. We're at the National African American Museum of History and Culture. Yeah, and history's on this floor, the concourse, and level 2 or 1 or whatever is the culture.
I think there's more than one level.
Yeah,
History.
there's like layers and layers in this guide. I got the carrot cake, the potatoes with the remoulade sauce. Oh, the guide. It's beautiful. Thank you for hand modeling. The Carolina gold rice, the summer squash veggies, cornbread, mac and cheese, sweet potato, and then Jared got the pulled pork potato salad, a cookie, the mac and cheese, and Mom got the coleslaw, mac and cheese, and a cookie. You guys are twinning.
This place was crazy, you guys. I highly, highly recommend going. This is actually one of the Smithsonian museums. So if you don't know, in DC, there are a ton of museums that are absolutely free, that, you know, tax dollars fund, and you can get pretty much a whole multiple day tour of the nation's capital and history of our nation for free. So highly recommend that. Of course, pretty much everything in this museum exhibit is going to be heavy. It started with slavery. That was kind of like the roots of where they started explaining, kind of like, obviously, the impact of like Black culture in America, Black history. And I think there were like 3 or 4 floors. They arranged it very beautifully, and this was just the history part of it. We didn't even make it to the culture part of it. It is such a huge museum, as it should be. My mom kind of focused more on the culture one and kind of went through the history exhibit a little bit, but we really focused our time to take in the stuff in the history exhibit. I feel like you could make an entire day of this and still not see everything. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back. Some of the highlights for me was definitely the Point of Pines cabin. That was an actual like plantation cabin, like a slave cabin. And a lot of these things have been preserved amazingly. Another super crazy part that we couldn't film, which I completely understand why. No pictures or video was allowed. It was Emmett Till's original casket. They actually exhumed him and gave him a new casket. I can't remember when, but it was recently in the 2000s, like 2005 or something. And they kind of refurbished the original one. And so this casket that was in front of me was actually the real Emmett Till casket, which was just so moving, very emotional, and I just feel so privileged to have witnessed that. Another thing that has been preserved just so impressively is this rail car. It's a segregated rail car. You could actually walk through it. Was just so crazy, like not surprising, but crazy to see how much larger and spacious the bathrooms and the luggage areas are for the whites versus the colored. And it was really cool. They had like audio playing and they had like train noises, so it felt really like you were there. And then I really like this room with different icons, and it was really cool to see Bayard Rustin got his own. He was a gay civil rights icon who organized the March on Washington, was kind of MLK's right-hand man, but rarely gets the credit for it. And then I also saw my queen, Carlotta Walls-Lanier. Carlotta actually was my convocation speaker at Evergreen State College when I went to college there. And I met her, she signed a copy of her book for me, and she's just a gem. So it was really cool to see she was the only of the Little Rock students to be included in her own little panel. She was the youngest, I want to say. So that's why she got a panel. Of course, some parts of the exhibit were pretty jarring. The KKK hood, the robe. We had lots of stuff to look through. We did get a little bit of pop culture in the history exhibit as well. It was really, really cool to see, like, kind of through the years what happened as we get through the eras and the decades. We actually had Oprah's couch from her show and a beautiful little two-piece that she wore. I just think that's super, super cool. And I guess Jared had informed me that they're working on like a whole Oprah experience. So that would be cool to see at some point too. Then after the museums, it was time for our Capitol tour. We had the best tour guide. It was just a really cool experience. You all line up. There's probably like a good couple hundred of you. You go into a theater to get the tour intro, and then you're divided into pretty intimate groups with different tour guides. This is our gal in the red here. Super, super knowledgeable.
Take a right, take the elevator to the 3rd floor.
Hello, miss.
Hi, welcome to the Senate, you guys. Where are you coming from?
Washington State, the other Washington.
Fantastic. You're just gonna need all electronics, bags, cell phones, smartwatches, Fitbits, hand sanitizer, lotion wires, car keys, notes, AirPods.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Then after that, as you saw, we saw Rachel working, and we actually got to sit in the gallery and watch the Senate as they were in session. We saw Bernie Sanders, we saw Cory Booker, and Elizabeth Warren, obviously, can't forget the icon. And then we popped over to the Botanic Garden. The security guards were looking at us like, what the hell are you doing? It was like 15 minutes before closing, but we just wanted to see the outdoors, which was absolutely stunning. But we were too late for the conservatory, so we'll have to go back for sure. It's just like, we know we're gonna come back to visit family, so we weren't super bummed that we couldn't do everything. I'll definitely have to take you along when we go back, but it was absolutely a gorgeous day in Washington, D.C. And by then, I was kind of feeling a little under the weather, so more on that to come.
We are at Mi Vida. It is a chopped champion chef, we're pretty sure. Look at that fucking guac. Hella good. I'm so excited. They didn't even wait for us to ask for more chips. They said, here's, you each get your own vat of chips. I think I'm gonna try the rancheras enchilada, which has like roasted cauliflower, kale, mushroom. Yeah? What are you gonna do for your dinner?
I think we're gonna do their birria tacos.
Ooh, you know what's gonna be good here? Period. Yeah, we're starving and we're thirsty, so
I'm more thirsty.
we're gonna sit here for a hot minuto. Thank you. All right, Jared's taste testing the birria taco. Oh, that meat.
Whoa. I have never tasted rice like that. The rice and the beans are next level. Period.
I love how when you took the picture.
Oh my god, there were these girls outside of the African American Museum, and they were black, and they were like, "Can you take a picture for us?" I snapped so many photos, and then I'm like, I was like, "Look, you know, like I can retake it." And the girl goes, "It looks like us," and I said, "Period." And then one of them goes, "She said period," and they laughed. I was like, "Oh my god." I said, "Yeah, sorry, the gays took that one from your people. As we do, we take everything else." So good. The cauliflower is like crunchy. And the cheese is creamy. It's like the perfect duo.
After dinner, we headed back to the Wharf because we loved it so much, and Jared and I tried these crepels. I don't know how you say that, but I got a banana Nutella cone that had vanilla ice cream in it. It was otherworldly and insane. And then the next morning, it was time to head out of town, but we had a couple hours to kill, so we headed back to the wine kitchen for one last charcuterie board.
We're back again. It's our final day here, so we went back to the wine kitchen, which we loved. Jared has a little whiskey. We've got, this is how they serve their charcuterie. This bread, it's so insane. And then I got 2 lemonades. I don't know what happened, but I love both of them. So we're getting our lunch here before we head off to the airport. Yeah. So I am unfortunately sick a little bit. Not feeling my best right now. That's why we're sitting outside. What I thought was like a dry throat has morphed into like more of a sore throat. And throat clearing, a little bit of drainage, but not terrible. But I'm so grateful I don't feel worse. So I'm gonna mask up. We're gonna go to a coffee shop and just play on our phones and our computer until it's time to head to the airport. But we're in Frederick again in Maryland, and my mom is exploring the shops, and she's having a little picnic lunch to herself at the park. So I'm glad she can still do things, even if we are laying low for the day. But I think that's good. For like a long travel day, it's gonna be a 6-hour flight, and then it's gonna feel like midnight. when we touch down, but it's only 9 something Seattle time. So wish us luck.
So many memories were made and I did so good on the plane. I am honestly shocked and I'm so happy. So you will be seeing me on many more planes in the future. So stay tuned for our next adventure.